Happy Thursday. It is June 19th, 2025. The time is 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come on in and say hello. Hello, hello. Hi, Katie. How are you, Katie Bugs? How are you? How are you? Is it already freezing? Jess. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Louise. My air conditioner's making a funny noise. We don't want that. Eating bread with sauce. I ordered a sandwich from Sprouts yesterday. Hi, Kevin. When I went shopping. Hello, Margie. And the sandwich was big enough for 2 meals. So I just finished the second half today. A little soggy, but not too bad. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Kind of just listening. I just have a swamp cooler, but still, it's warm up here. Hi, Vicki. Hello, hello. I've been itchy all day. The mosquitoes are out. Welcome in. Hi, Destiny. The Sprouts sandwich was $5.99, and it was, like I said, it was huge. It was a turkey and provolone sandwich. Is there anybody besides Jess getting a black screen? Can everybody else see me? Hey, Margie, can you tell her that I had a bunch of internet issues this afternoon, so she might be having some of those as well. Oh, that's funny, Marie. Video and audio, good. Yeah, earlier I didn't have any internet, and some things on my phone really didn't do well with the internet. I had a family. Welcome in. Hi, hello, Mark. I had a session with the family, and there was a few glitches here and there because I had no Wi-Fi on my phone, and normally it doesn't matter, but it seemed to matter. Hello, Tish. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hi, Michelle. Hello, country boy. I welcome everybody. If you are new, my name is Pam Sears. I am a professional psychic medium. This is just a reminder that you need to be 18 or over to be in here. So I'm just letting you know ahead of time, okay? Wow, I just went from 30 to 15. Surprise! Well, if you're 19, then you're welcome to be in here, yes. I know, as soon as I said that, it went from 30 to 18. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I'm hoping to do mediumship tonight. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen. I always leave it up to spirit. I will be clearing the energy in a moment. I will be pulling a couple of collective cards. Welcome in, all the new people. Welcome back. Hey, Jess, I had some internet issues this afternoon, and I looked up, and there are some particular internet companies that had issues across the United States. So I'm just saying, okay? Anyway, Maude, you're on top of the world tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Children with nothing better to do, whose parents let them just do whatever. You had severe storms today. Well, see, we had 30 people, and then oh my gosh. So anyway, welcome, welcome. I'm just gonna make a couple of yeah, no, ain't nobody want to see that. No, ain't nobody want to see that on OnlyFans. No. Oh gosh. Anyway, so I'm going to make a couple of announcements. If you go to my website, pamsears.com, my link tree is there, or you can find it right here in the About Me. My link tree is right here. Click on that. Follow me on all the platforms on my link tree. There's a link called Code Purple. If you're having a mental health crisis, you're looking for resources for you, for someone else, or you're the parent of a child. Hi, Steph. Go to the Code Purple link. There's 195 countries, okay? In fact, I just got my Wi-Fi back right before I came on because I thought I was going to have to use the other phone. But anyway, let's see what happens tonight. Let's see. Oh, that'll be fun for you, Katie. That'll be fun. I'm going down to see the grandsons this weekend. I went shopping. I'm going to be bringing a bunch of groceries, snacks, things like that. I walk in the door and my daughter-in-law says, "Here comes chaos." I walk in the door and I was like, Grandma's here. I'm certainly not a dull, boring grandma. That is not me. So welcome, everybody. For those of you that are new, welcome in. Oh, Amanda, you've been checking out some of my TT videos because you just found me. Awesome. Oh, Margie. They said they're 19. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I trust Margie. Margie and Jess, they know. My moderators know who's legit and who isn't. Really quick, if you go to my my website, there's, like I said, lots of other platforms to follow me on. I have written 3 it's there first. Oh my gosh. So if you go to Amazon, I have all 3 of my books on Amazon. I am working on my 4th book. Whispers of the White Dove is my inspirational poetry. Heart of the White Dove is some hospice stories. There's The Cancer Journey, because I don't claim it. There's a few spiritual short stories and a few poems, okay? And this is my pride and joy. For now, no nap. I wrote it for my grandson, Xander. He gets to meet his spirit guides. So if you know of somebody who is like between 3 and 6, he's in timeout for throwing a temper tantrum for not wanting to take a nap. Just want to show for all the new people that'll be watching even on replay, while he's in timeout, his spirit guides show up. They help him understand why naps are important and how to say sorry to mom and dad. And the back of the book, there's a page dedicated to parents, so that little ones see, hear, and know spirit. And for those of you that have been following me for a while, every time I go live, I talk about my books. People say, why don't you just hire a publicist to do it? Well, because they're going to do the same thing that I do. They're just going to put it on my social media. And I can do that myself. I can do that myself. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. If there are some new people in here, give me a wave. I'm having an awesome day. How are you? Let's clear the energy, shall we? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We may do mediumship tonight. Hang on a minute. I didn't see that. I didn't see that text message. Hang on a minute, everybody. I can't see text messages while I'm here, but it's one of my mods. So let's see what we got. Welcome in, everybody. I usually try to keep this one. So anyway, yeah, country boy, I think you're pretty young, yes? I'm pixelated. Oh, you had a very refreshing thunderstorm? Oh, Jess, don't use your data. Tracy, you got my 3 books in the mail yesterday. Let me know what you think, Tracy. Mods, you have my full permission to do what you feel is right. It's blurry for you as well. Let me see if I have I got my Wi-Fi on. We might have to restart, everybody. Huh. I know we're having some internet issues. It's a bit better now. No, Jess, it's not just you. Hello again. It's clearing up. Okay. All right, so here we go. Let's clear the energy while yeah, there's some weird stuff going on satellite-wise, okay? Satellite-wise. So, Tracy, if you get around to it, when you're done looking through the books, if you would leave me a review on all 3 books and tell me what you think of my books, okay? You know, there's poetry. It's all poetry in the first one, and then there's some other mix and match on the second one. The second one seems to be the favorite of people because there's a little bit of everything in there. It's not just poetry. So let me know, and thank you for ordering. I read No No Nap and so wished I had your book when my kids were young. Oh, if you get a chance, just leave a review. All right, so everybody tell me. I want to let everyone know. Yeah, shields up, shields up. If anyone is in need of healing energy, I call upon the universal healing energy to flood the live. All you have to do is claim it. I claim it. And I'm still trying to download last night's live with my moderator's mom. Her friend came through. Sometimes it takes a day or so. It's kind of weird. All right, so here we go. Tell me where you might feel this in the body, and I want to know where everyone is from. Is it freezing? Am I freezing for anybody but except I'm back? Crazy. Mel, big hugs to you. I've been on a cancer journey for 10 years. For 7 years of that, I was stage 4. I am now in remission. So take that healing energy. I'm in northern Arizona. How was that, everybody? Feel it in your head. All right, let's pull a couple collective cards really quick, okay? If you guys are new, let me know how you found me. Did you find me scrolling through YouTube? Did you find me on TikTok? And come on over. Hello, Jacqueline. Welcome, welcome. How many of you came over and found from TikTok? Your eyelids started fluttering. Here's the first card. And here's the second card. Destiny. Oh, a friend referred you, Tammy. TikTok, Jacqueline. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. First card, grace. Grace. We need to give ourselves a little bit of grace. Okay, we are on this earth. There's all kinds of trials and tribulations and lessons and tests. There's a lot of wonderful things as well. But what the universe is saying, give yourself a little grace. There is a treasure chest. You're the treasure right there in that treasure chest. And we're being watched over by our peeps, our guides, our angels, our loved ones. You're the treasure. Give yourself some grace. That's the first one. Okay? The second one, friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. If you're like me, I've had to back away from those that I thought were friends, but found out they were just acquaintances. They were not really supportive of me. But then I found some new friends that were supportive of me, okay? And give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace. Okay? I want to remind hi Carissa, I want to remind everybody, what day are we doing members only? I think it's this Monday. This coming Monday will be members only. Is that correct, Margie? Once a month, we will do members only. Thank you, Jess. Members only. This coming one. So when I get back. And so if you are interested in getting extra perks, which are every other month, one of my members wins a free mediumship. Margie, what do we do to do that? When's our next pull? Margie still needs to utilize her free one that she got before, but she hasn't. My glasses have a spot on them. Also during public lives, my members get extra card pulls. They have their own, we have our own news email list. It's pretty cool. So if you want to become a member, the mods will put information right here. I know that if you have an iPhone, you cannot become a member on your phone. It has to be done on a laptop, from what I was told. But Monday will be members only. And we may be switching that time around because we haven't done the next one yet. We haven't scheduled the next members. Margie and Jess, give me thoughts on, if we should switch one of the members only lives to a weekend. Okay. All right. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Who all has had a session with me, whether it be a medium, mini on live, or a private session. Hi, Karen. But I think we should do, like for July's members only, I think we should do a weekend. Okay. We need to switch things off a little bit so that more members can pop in. So we just did one in March. So I think that means at the end of June, the end of June, we should be drawing again. Can you remind me about that, Margie? So the end of June. Welcome in. So some of y'all have had sessions with me. Awesome. We are just guessing. Okay. But we're probably almost due to pull another membership free mediumship session. Not right now. This is no. Monday will be a members only session. I don't see a member symbol next to your name. No member pull, guys, not a session in a live. Oh, so my question, maybe I might have confused everybody, was who have had any kind of session with me? How many of you all that are in the live have ever had a mediumship session with me, whether it be a mini session on live or a private session? I think it was Kelly. Kelly was the last member that won. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Mini session, you had a session you have before. Okay. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna go back and do indirect right at the moment. Okay. I feel a spirit coming through. So rather than have everyone comment in the comment section here, I'm going to bring up some information of somebody that is here. Okay. Don't know who he belongs. It's a he, it's a male. I don't know who he belongs to. Okay. I'm going to give some details. We draw at the end of this month. That's what I thought, Margie. Thank you. So it's interesting. I have an older male energy here. This could be a father, grandfather, or an uncle. And if you guys really want to get a very in-depth session, you can email me, pam@pamsears.com. I'll get back to you with, pricing is probably going to be going up, but I just haven't set the date for that yet. Anyway, this older male who is coming through, there is a November connection. He says right now there's an important date right now. That could be birthday, wedding anniversary. Okay, so something's happening right now he's talking about. And so if you guys can take 100% of this when I give all the information. He's talking about flying on an airplane. That could be him. That could be you. There's an S name and there's a T-O name. Tony, Tommy. There is a vehicle with a dent on, I believe it's on the passenger side. So someone either recently had a little fender bender. Yeah, wait for all the info. Yeah, guys, just don't mention any. Don't. You've got to take 100%. I'm still giving information. So everybody hold up because you have to take 100%. So there's a dented vehicle, and it looks like the dent is on the passenger side. He's given me the number 3, which could also be the month of March. And an MA name. Well, I'm getting a lot of MA names. Okay, so we have an older male. It might be father, grandfather, or an uncle. Could be a friend. There's a November connection. He's talking about flying on an airplane. There is something currently happening, i.e. birthday or anniversary, like right now, he says. There is an S name. There's a TO name. There is a vehicle that has a dent, and it looks like it's on the passenger side. A darker colored vehicle, could be dark blue. There is the 3, or the month of March. There's an MA name. There's a number 2, or February. Mods, that was a lot of input. I don't always do indirect, but you know, like they say, if you're supposedly seasoned, you should be able to do both, which I do. This is an indirect one. Usually I would have somebody put the relationship and they would be illuminated. Somehow this spirit show up and said, we're going to do something different. So can you take not 100% of all of the details? Including the number 2 or the February, Jacqueline? Jacqueline, and can you validate that you are that you are 18 or over? And I need to see the word consent in all caps, please. Everyone hold up for just a moment. I need to see the word consent. 2 people can take 100%. Yeah, we're going to have to keep going then, because this is only for one person. Who else can take 100%? I didn't see anyone else take 100. It doesn't feel like it's a piggyback. It doesn't. That doesn't mean, who's the other one? Mel? Yeah, Jack and Mel, tell me how you connect to every one of this. Okay, well, I'm just going to see. Okay, so it could be for Mel. And Mel, also, would you please write down consent and let me know that you're 18 or over? All right, so between the two of you, who's the CH name? I'm going to go with a little bit more. Who's the CH name? I mean, it could very well be a piggyback, but I'm being told to keep going with more information. Who's the CH name between the two of you? Or there might, if you both can take it or just one. Okay, Mel says your hubby's name is Chris. Okay, Charlie, this is crazy. Yeah, there's an MA name. Don't forget the MA name. I think both, and it's a darker colored vehicle that has the dent on it. And who can take the, Mel, can you take the MA name? Sorry, guys, just bear with me, okay? All right, here's one more. We may just finish this message up. We may end up with a piggyback. I haven't really done a piggyback in a long time. Spirit is saying continue on. I am being shown a 5 and diner with curly fries. Thank you, Mel. A 5 and diner with curly fries. You know, like the old-fashioned diners with curly fries. What does South 21 mean, Jacqueline? It's not for you, Mel. You didn't have any curly fries. But at least it's going to be a postcard, Mel. It'll be a postcard. It's a restaurant that we would go a few times a month. Okay. So it's beautiful postcards for you, Mel. Okay. So Jacqueline, it's a restaurant that you would go. Oh, okay. So is that where you get the curly fries? It has to be curly fries. Well, Mel, just listen. Just listen. Okay. All right. So who deals with money? Now, looks like this is for Jacqueline, but if there's something that really connects with you, Mel, you can go ahead and give validation. Who works with money, deals with money, works at a bank, finances, cashier, somebody that works with money. This could be somebody that's on earth right now or on the other side that did it. Works with money. Could be somebody in the family. But this is really, it's still almost a piggyback, Mel. So but I feel it's still a piggyback for you. Who handles money in the family? Okay, somebody does work with money in the family. All right, I'll take that. Used to work at a bank. Perfect. Okay, awesome. What's going on right now celebration-wise? In fact, that's what I guess we needed to make sure that we covered that. I think we kind of forgot that. This mail is talking about something that's happening right now. And I feel like this might be a father or a grandfather. Does that make sense to you, Jacqueline? Father or a grandfather energy or an uncle? And he's talking about something current. I talked about that before. And then I just remember looking down and something currently is going on. So this is father. Okay. So this would be somebody's birthday right now, somebody's anniversary. Something's happening right now. I just spaced that, Margie. So we're good. We're good to go. So y'all be pulling cards by age groups after this. There's something going on right now. You just heard that we will be grandparents. Perfect. Awesome. You're still getting postcards, Mel. So, Jacqueline, you just found out that you're going to be grandparents. So, Dad is talking about right now, currently. Congratulations. Father's been around and hearing that. Okay. Who has or had 4 pregnancies? 4 pregnancies. 4 pregnancies. So everybody other than, I'm going to let Mel continue to talk because there's a postcard here along with Jacqueline, but everyone else, even if you're getting a postcard, can you just hold those comments? You, Jacqueline, okay, the 4 pregnancies. Okay, so Dad's just, he's talking about being with the aunt. Is there somebody, did you have an aunt crossover? He's talking about being with the aunt. Now, it could be his aunt. Okay. Who's the E name, Jacqueline? Thank you for that validation. Who's the E name? So he's with this aunt, and then I just heard an E name. Could be connected to the aunt, could be connected to your father. Who's the E name? Goodness. The E name could be on Earth, could be on the other side. Esther. Okay, and who's Esther to you, Jacqueline? Family member. Okay, perfect. Also, here's a message from Father that says, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Okay? I don't know if that's for you, if that's for somebody else in the family. You understand? Okay. Who's the R name? Thank you guys for hanging tight with me. Who's the R name, Jacqueline? Richard. Okay. Richard's a part of the family as well. Dad is talking about showing up because of the excitement of the pregnancy and that fact that you're going to be grandparents. I feel like this is a long time coming. Would you understand that, Jacqueline? A long wait for this? Okay. All right, let's see if Dad, I mean, these are just little mini demonstrations. He came through with a lot of details. And Mel, I'm pretty sure, you know, this is a piggyback for you. So I'm very excited that 2 of you got messages. Jacqueline, I want to thank your dad for coming through. I want to thank your guides and angels. I want to thank my guides and angels. Everybody, the comments are back to being open. Can we send some love to Jacqueline and to Mel, because Mel took a lot of this. I would still call it a postcard, Mel. Wow. Mel, did you say your mom is named Jacqueline? Wow, if that's true. Wow. All right. So, I haven't done a piggyback in a long, long time. Even though Mel, backed up and just gave it all to Jacqueline, you both got some really important messages. And Mel, was this the father? Was this your father? And did you connect with working with money? So sometimes the piggyback is 100% on both sides. I was not expecting that, considering we only have 18 people in here. We only have 18 people in here. Look at that. It was the father. It was the father for Jacqueline and the grandfather for Mel. The only connection was for me working as a cashier, and it would be my grandfather. Perfect. Wow, both of you. All right, so we're going to pull some cards by age groups. Remember the 700 person TT live with piggybacks? How did we do that? I don't know. I mean, piggybacks are important. I got the 7 piggybacks. Yep. I got a postcard. My friend Medium Marie, I got some postcards. I know it was also my brother coming through, except he didn't pass at 29. But I know I got postcards from that. That's pretty cool. Okay. We're going to pull some cards. And Margie, all right, members. How many members are in here tonight? Yeah, Tracy, isn't that cool? I love piggybacks. Okay, if you are 18 to 30, this is your card. All right. 18 to 30. Bask in nature. Breathe the scent of flowers. Breathe the scent. You guys are so welcome. This was my first time witnessing something like that. Well, Tracy, it's been a while since I've had a piggyback situation happening. In the beginning, when I was during COVID, it was crazy. It was crazy during COVID. And we would have like, I don't know, 1,000 people in the live, and there would be a lot of piggybacks. So it's pretty incredible. Spirit has a way of bringing people through. Hello. All right. So, make sure all the members, we're going to pull cards for you guys. Bask in nature and breathe the scent of flowers. Bask in nature and breathe the scent of flowers. All right, 31 to 50. Here we go. 31 to 50. This is your card. I mean, think of how many people are on the other side and how many people are on Earth. It's bound to happen. Let go of the past. Move forward with confidence. Let go of the past and move forward with confidence. This is for 31 to 50. Kind of matches my blue, doesn't it? All right. 51 to 70. Let's see what we got. 51 to 70. Stay in the flow. Stay in the flow. Exult in the rhythm of life. Exult in the rhythm of life. Stay in the flow. Stay in the flow. All right, and this last card is, it's my age group, so I'm all excited. 71, which is me, 71 all the way up to the oldest living person on earth, who, why do I keep saying Maria? Mods, I keep wanting to say Maria. Oh, Maria Branyas Madera. She is so very much around me. Oh my gosh. 71 all the way up to Ethel Caterham from the UK. She's 115 years old. She was with us for a while. All right. 71, coping with grief. Turn your loss into gain. I'll take this card since I have to go down in the valley again on Tuesday for my nephew's celebration of life. Coping with grief. Turn loss into gain. I was thinking about our list today. Maria's with us. Yep. Kane Tanaka, Lucille Randon, Maria Baranyas, Tomiko Ituka, and currently Sister Ina. Well, no, Ethel Caterham is 115. We had Sister Ina, right? Now it's Ethel Caterham. So there we go, y'all. Yo. Hey, does any that's okay. Does anyone have any questions? I don't know if I'm going to be connecting again tonight. I felt like I did 2 readings, although it was really, well, no, I think it was 2 because there were 2 people that really claimed it. Does anyone have any spiritual questions? And if I feel like there's another mediumship popping in, I will most certainly give that information. Oh, member cards. Did you drink some water? No. Not at that point. While you're thinking of your questions, let's pull cards for age groups. I mean, damn, for members. Members, Margie, who's first? You corrected. No, I don't know if her name is Caterham or Caterham. First card, Katie. These are for members, everybody. These are my monthly members. Katie, this card is for you. You've been getting this card a lot. This is the inner calling, an internal shift, awakening to a greater sense of purpose. Katie, how many times are you getting this card? You've gotten that card a lot. Louise, here we go. Louise. You got the inner calling. There's an internal shift and you're awakening to a greater sense of purpose as well. Yeah, you've gotten it a lot of times, Katie. Vicky, here we go. Vicky. Woo, you got 2 cards, Vicky. Oh my gosh. The veil. Unseen layer, a facade, the realm of perception. It's like the Wizard of Oz. If you pull behind the veil, is it reality or is it illusion? Pull the veil. Okay. Wow. An accomplishment. Abundance, fullness, satisfaction, a personal achievement. Got to look beyond that veil. Is that reality? Do you believe past loved ones can choose new babies coming into a family? The spirit is the one that chooses. We have, when we get up there, we're ready to incarnate onto earth. We as a spirit choose our own family. We choose soulmates that are going to be around us. We choose careers. So I don't believe that loved ones choose new babies coming into a family. No, but they're very supportive of that. Is there any other members? Right now, I'm going to pull one for Jess. Purposeful action, Jess. Oh, Tracy. Okay, let me get Jess, your card is assertive, focused direction, overcoming obstacles. This is for you, Jess. But if that makes sense, Steph. All right, Tracy, here we go. Tracy. Possibilities. Possibilities, opportunity, be open to solutions beyond expectations. Be open to solutions beyond expectations, Tracy. Now let's pull one for Margie, shall we? I'm not sure when I'm going to be back on the public live. I'm going down to the valley. I might do it Sunday. I don't know. If I'm back in time, I'll talk to my mods. If people are around, we might hop on a Sunday afternoon. I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, Margie, you got the possibilities. Opportunity. Be open to solutions beyond expectations. Woo! Do you have any suggestions on how I can ask for protection and how I can ground myself during the scary health situation? Just simply ask for the protection. Put yourself within a bubble. My shields are extremely strong, especially if I'm in a crowd of people. And if I go to the oncologist, people look at me like there's nothing wrong with her. She's not sick. And I'm not sick. I don't claim it. But some of them can be so sickly and so, so very down and depressed. Put a protective bubble around you, however you need to do that, okay? By grounding yourself, go out in nature if at all possible. That has made a huge help for me, is going out in nature. Hug a tree. It really is true. Hug a tree. Hug a tree, okay? Now, let me pull a card for me. Grasp. Holding on to what is familiar. Release the grip of limitation. Thank you. Release the grip of limitation. I'm stuck in a familiar part of life, and I need to go beyond that limitation. Yep, but you've got to make sure those shields are up. Good questions, though. Good questions. When you are with family, will you be with your spouse? I'm assuming, Jacqueline, are you talking about when we cross over? Is that what you mean, Jacqueline? When we cross over, will you be with your spouse when you are with family? I'm just trying to clarify. Yes. Yes. Let me tell you something else. Not only will we be with our current spouses, we will be with our exes as well. Oh, yes, indeed. When we get to the other side, we all become one. The piggyback reading that you just did you feel two different energies, or was it the same energy? I felt the same energy, but it doesn't mean that it wasn't two different spirits. And, actually, when somebody was, rather than well, let me put it this way, rather than totally feeling it, Tracy, it was more the details. Oh, yes, Louise, we will be with our exes as well. So I felt like it was for one person. I felt like one energy, but there were so many details, but it did not. But, think about it. When we're one on the other side, everyone feels the same. If that makes sense. I mean, we're not all the same, but in spirit, like these two, one was a grandfather for Mel, and the other one was a father for Jacqueline. So it was two different spirits. Does that make sense, Tracy? I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It's just my mods have seen me do this over and over again. I just felt it was a male older energy. I didn't know that at that point, was it a father or was it a grandfather? Do all piggybacks feel this way, or is each piggyback different? I would say that, there are some similarities to all piggybacks, but then there are differences in piggybacks. So now, it looks like some of you people like Jacqueline. I had a bad dream last night, and it had to do with my dad, room. He lived with for 16 years before he passed. Before he passed, he said he wanted me safe. I'm not sure what you mean by the entire dream. I will let me talk about dreams and visitations. Um, Tara, Pam, today's my girlfriend's birthday that you brought through for me last week. My name is Tara and her name is Sue. I had just sat in her office talking to her the day you brought her through. I kind of remember something about that, Tara. Happy birthday. Yes, it was a stranger outside his window. He lived, I'm just not sure of the rest of the question. Did he see a stranger outside his window before he passed? And what was in the dream? Dream visitations are real, actual visitations. You would feel your loved one, you would know it's them, you feel like a warm hug, and when you wake up, you feel so happy and warm all day long. That is a dream visit. That is an actual visitation, but I'm confused about your question. Oh, awesome, Tara. It was a stranger following me home, walking in my neighborhood. Was this in the dream, Jacqueline? Thank you guys for just hanging tight here. Was this a dream? Or did this actually happen? Oh, this was a dream. Okay. How did you feel when you woke up from the dream? Let me ask you that. I'm not positive that it was an actual visitation dream. Your dad may be representing an aspect. I open the blinds in his room every day. I'm still confused. I'm sorry. Thank you guys for being patient. Butterfly, I was lucky enough to witness my mom's patient telling me, my mom, that her Aunt Mary is okay on the other side. I was a teenager, and ever since I knew. My dad passed 6 months ago. Okay. That's a cool way. Margie, Jacqueline, if your dad had a real warning for you, he would have let Pam know tonight. Tara, Pam is amazing, and I just wanted to say a big thank you, sending her so much love and goodbye. Thank you, Tara. You woke up scared. Let me tell you this, Jacqueline. When our loved ones are actually visiting us in a dream, there's no fear, there's no scaring. Okay. When if my mom comes to me in a dream and I wake up and I'm scared and I'm frightened about something, that is not my mom. Our loved ones will show up and bring love and warmth. Okay. This is probably an aspect of you. There's something going on with you. There may be a fear of something, but a loved one is not. I feel that he's wanting me to be alert. There's nothing wrong with being alert, Jacqueline. None at all. Okay. But a loved one isn't going to make you scared. I agree. A true visitation is one of love and comfort. But it's okay to be alert as well. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes, you should always be aware of your surroundings. And do they sometimes come in and give us little warnings in dreams? They can, but their goal is to not make us wake up scared and petrified. Okay? Thank you for getting rid of that person. Please, we're trying to do something serious. But Jacqueline, there could be an aspect where he's trying to help you. He didn't say anything like that to me tonight when you got your session, but I would agree we should always be alert in our surroundings. Okay? His last words was he was sorry for splitting us up and wants me safe. So there's something, a part of you in the dream that doesn't feel safe. Okay. There's a part of you that doesn't feel safe. Okay. Think about that. And like Amanda, I had a bad dream about my mom too last night, and it was unsettling. I knew it wasn't her visiting. It was my grief. So I think, Jacqueline, yes, be on the alert, but think about maybe why you're not feeling safe right now. Okay? Does that make sense? Think about that. But I think that there would have been something more said. But we don't wake up in fear or scared. Okay? In all the 35 years that I've been doing this. Anyway, everybody, I'm going to pull this all a final card. I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight for tonight. I may do something Sunday afternoon. Depends on if I have my mods. Margie, I think he came through tonight because he wanted you to not be distressed by the dream. But think about what's going on with you personal wise and emotional wise. Okay? Part of you doesn't feel safe. And your dad is representing that aspect of trying to keep you safe, if that makes sense. All right, so let's pull a final card. I want to remind everybody, not only be kind to others, but include yourself in the kindness. Okay? Woo, boy, I've been pulling this a lot. We are all getting the wise woman, the wise person, the internal GPS, our higher selves. This says deep wisdom and intuitive insights, mystery, the inner realm. That's what we need to connect with. And that includes you, Jacqueline. Do some journaling, do some thinking about that. Ask your guides to bring you some additional input on that. Okay. Yeah, I had a dream about my mom the other night too, and I was just like, no, that's not my mom. There's an aspect of me. So, mods, you know how much I love you. Everybody, I will see the members on Monday night, 6:00 Pacific Standard Time. I may pop on here Sunday afternoon. You never know. All right. You burned some sage today. Never hurts. All right, everybody. Oh, celebrities, Katie. Woo, lucky you. Good night, everybody.